What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith, aka the Positivity God. We keeping that in here, back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour, and today we're going to be talking about how life is a balancing act. Okay, you may have saw just recently I spruced up the intro a little bit. I was trying to change something, this time around it was more sound design and adding a couple sound effects back and adding some new sound effects. Just to keep trying things, keep making things new and fresh. But I say all that to say that, today I want to talk about how life is a balancing act, and that, with good comes bad. You know what I'm saying? When one says life is a movie, like I do occasionally, that does not mean it's some happy fairy tale that's always going great. You know what I'm saying? It has its up moments where you're like, yeah, we're winning. But you have your down moments as well, where you're like, wow, this is my life, you know what I'm saying? But you can't even be mad at it, because that's just how it is. Some people say life ain't fair, and that's just because they're complaining about the bad stuff that happens in their story. And sometimes I complain about it too, but I'm just trying to get to a state more so than not where I actively acknowledge the fact that life is extremely fair, and you really get what you give. And with all good comes some bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not good if you don't have anything to contrast it with. So that's what I want to talk about today, is about how life is a balancing act, and provide some examples from my own lived experiences, but also tell you and motivate you, or just show you it's possible to balance it successfully and still work towards your dreams, goals, and aspirations, even if you have to, take a setback in life or what have you. You know what I'm saying? If there's will, there's way, ultimately, at the end of the day. But, starting with a little recap of what this last week has been like for Darshaun Smith, also known as the Positivity God, as I was trying to say before my light fell, and also exclusively on this podcast is your homie Big D. Life's been great. You know what I'm saying? Took some pictures for Sway Lee like 2 days ago, so that was a movie. Working on some video edits. I'm doing some paid gigs. Just finished one. I'm trying to get some more in. DSP, the official business is doing all right. Obviously we're not like cash flowing millions of dollars. I don't even know if we're gonna break like $5,000 in the first year, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? It's a real learning process of just trying to sell yourself, sell your services, provide good quality content to people who are looking to, be modern, and just, capture the moment at the end of the day, but also realizing and just capturing what is fair. So from, one entrepreneur to another, or just people who are curious about what entrepreneurship looks like. I didn't go to school for this, unless you consider YouTube University a thing. I just try to surround myself around business folk, and when they were talk, actually listen to what they had to say, and most importantly, apply it. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do, is take what we're learning from those around us, whether it's good, bad, something that you actually care about, or maybe it's something you don't care about, and just, thinking about that internally and then applying it externally. Because that's what it's all about. You may hear someone say something, you're just like, I just don't agree with that at all. That's good. Now you know where you stand on something, okay? But then you, like I said, need to follow up. You need to think about these things. You need to question everything, and you need to remember why you believe and act the way you do. Was it because someone told you that? And you need to question that programming. But I say all that to say, just to transition to the actual topic for today, that life is a balancing act. And as I was just describing my own personal life, whether it be the Sway Lee picks, I'm gonna put some of those in here. Like they were so fire, like crazy. Wow, can't believe Sway Lee came to University of Iowa. Maybe I'll throw some homecoming picks in there as well. I took for the band, and it's a balancing act. Okay, I'm thinking about three ways, or three big things I want to talk about here in terms of the whole balancing act thing. One of those being that time Time. Time. Okay. I might have to make an acronym out of that, but time, just the word, in balancing that alone is crazy. Okay. Knowing when to wake up, when to go to sleep, when to do what, should I take a break? Should I work really hard for the next 10 hours straight? You know what I'm saying? Is my time worth more than what I'm currently being compensated? Is my time better spent not going out with the gang, going after new goals, but also just like your friends and such? And should I spend that time with my family? Like life is a balancing act. You have to ask yourself these questions, okay? The question I want to ask you, though, and that I want you to take away from this is like, what do you think about what I'm saying? When I say like time and understanding your time and energy and where you're putting it, and obviously who gets your time, where are you giving your time? What does that make you think of? How does that make you feel if I say you're wasting your time scrolling Instagram? Or something that hits home for me is watching YouTube videos that aren't about, learning how to use my camera better or learning how to have better lighting for a podcast. You know what I'm saying? The last 2 episodes, the lighting is great, okay? And I took away that other light back there just to try something different. You know what I'm saying? We're always trying to level up, but I brought a blanket, okay? It's a little cold in my apartment. They don't turn the heat on until November. But I say all that to say, like, what do you think about when I say these things? When I say, like, oh, you're doing this or you should be doing that, do you believe me? Do you actually care? These are things you need to ask yourself. But the next balancing act I want to talk about, outside of how to balance one's time and where your energy and resources are going, is that, like I said, like life is a movie. You know what I'm saying? Some people, maybe the older generation of folk, the previous, Gen X, millennials, they take a more like book approach. They say like, this chapter of my life or something like that. The younger generation, like myself, 22 years old, Gen Z, we're very digital. Ever since the day I was born, there have been cell phones and little computers in one's pocket. So, the concept of moving pictures and all of that is really familiar and something one can grasp. But I say all that to say that, like, how does one balance the story? It doesn't matter if it's a book or a movie or it's a comic book or, it's an illustration. You could be playing charades. You know what I'm saying? You're telling a story. There's something to be told out here. But how does one balance what they choose to share, what they actually are experiencing, and most importantly, how they are, thinking about that so they can take that next step forward or backwards or choose to stay put? And I say all that to say that this is something you really got to think about. And the reason why I want to talk about this is that, like, I don't think as a society we're thinking about this enough, about like genuinely, like, if I do this, that will happen. Or because this is happening to me right now, something is bound to happen in reverse. You know what I'm saying? I think Newton's third law or something like that. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? In space, when the rocket goes boom, something else must go boom. Okay. For those listening, I was just using my hands to, point in 2 directions. Okay. But I say all that to say that something we, don't think about enough is that story. You know what I'm saying? And we don't think about it until something bad happens. Okay. Because as humans, we love when things are going great. Okay. But we also love when things are going really poorly for other people. And we find enjoyment in that, sadly, whether that be reading, a hate piece on the news or something like that, and or like, just spreading rumors about a person. But it only really hits home and hits hard when it's about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be about something going on in my own personal life and how I need to adjust, or, how that makes me feel when I'm slacking a little bit and I'm not marketing my business enough to, get more clients in or what have you, or I'm not shaking enough hands to, meet new faces in the industry or something like that. And then something bad happens and it's just like, dang, like, do I just give up on my dreams and go, into the rat race, or do I just like, keep on keeping on? But, or, the inverse of that is just like, just, I don't know, doing you at the end of the day. But I say all that to say, and maybe I've kind of lost the point on the second one. But that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Is we lose the point because life is a balancing act. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on in our daily lives. What good, bad, ugly, something in between, something outside of that we just don't take the time to slow down. When I woke up this morning, I literally like my phone died. Okay, I didn't even know what time it was. I just woke up and I just sat in my bathroom, because it was dark. There's no windows in there. It was really quiet. I just sat there for 3 to 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was not as long as that, but because literally I never take the time just to be quiet, But I took the time to listen. I could literally hear my heartbeat. It was that quiet. You know what I'm saying? And it can really teach you some things, both about yourself and how uncomfortable you are with yourselves at times. But for me, moments like that just really remind me that I need to do that more. You know what I'm saying? And you should as well, because life's a balancing act, okay? And we are always so loud, so brash, so out there until something bad happens, and then we're like, well, dang. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot the third point here, but I think I've said enough for today. Okay, I have more topics I want to talk about here soon. I'm always taking suggestions of things that you would want to see talked about on the Positivity Hour. Because this podcast does encompass literally anything. You know what I'm saying? Some people make a podcast just about, the sports or something like that. But even Stephen A. Smith's podcast is about football, basketball, wrestling, baseball, any sport. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to be hyper-focused, or you can just choose to have a mission statement, air quotes, and, applied broadly. And that's what I've chosen to do with the Positivity Hour. For up to an hour, it'll be something positive, something thought-provoking, and something to, question the world. You know what I'm saying? This is also, I guess, just funny enough, I just thought about it right now, a way for me to use my degree, okay? Because that's what my degree taught me. That's the biggest thing, or I guess one of my first degrees in college, the sociology one, was to just question everything in the world, not take anything at face value, and do your research. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe what I'm saying about life being a balancing act, or life being fair, or life being unfair to others, or what have you, cool beans, come up with your own assumption, come up with your own way of rationalizing the good, the bad, and the ugly within your life. And then go tell someone about it. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to your therapist, go talk to your friend. Oh my God, it fell again. Go talk to, oh my God, I turned on something I didn't even know how to turn on. Well, whatever, we're gonna keep it there. Go talk to people who matter in your life. You know what I'm saying? That I think that's something that's really important, and that's something that we don't do enough in our modern society, and it's something that we should start doing again. So I done turned on full streamer mode for the video now. I don't know how to turn this off. Is it this button? No, it is not this button. Is it this button? No, it is not. Okay, well, whatever. Stream command. Okay, there we go. Wow, I know how to use my camera equipment. Okay. Yeah, that ends the main story of today's topic about life being a balancing act. In short, I guess I had more to say, but the light was done. I do want to talk about a few more things, you know what I'm saying, outside of this, just to, have a quick conversation, both with myself, but both with you, just talk about what's coming next, things that are on my mind outside of how I've been doing this last week, things that are coming up in the future. I'm not saying that this is an autobiography or something like that, because it's not. I'm not even sure that's the right way or the right word to use in this situation. But I say all that to say that, I don't know, my life really is a movie, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always trying to experience new things, or go to new places, or really just trying to, level up and learn new things. And I'm open to everything. So, if you got any new music, send that over. You got any new books, send those over. I'm trying to read a book, or two every now and then, you know what I'm saying, just to still read or like I need to get Audible back. But I really say all that to say that, you know, my last few thoughts are things that have been happening. I got my gym membership back. Okay, this is your sign to go get in shape. Okay, in short, if you follow my Instagram at the positivity or at the underscore positivity underscore God, you know, or just type in Darshaun Smith. You'll see, like, I've been posting little videos here and there, whether it be like the whole Mr. Krabs, like, I'm feeling it now one or something like that, or just like I'm posting more stories on Instagram that are low-key probably videos I just would have just only posted on my Snapchat, but I don't know, I find they do well over there as well. But outside of just posting more different kinds of content on Instagram and YouTube and such like that, like I said, I've just started going to the gym again, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake just said himself, okay? I'm not going to find the quote. I'm just going to paraphrase it because I saw it with my own eyes. And he was like, you know, after the For All the Dogs album he just dropped this last Friday, he's not going to be putting out a lot of music for like a while because he's focused on his health. And the more I've gone back to the gym and the more I've just been out here trying to achieve greatness at the end of the day, and most importantly, you know, just get healthy again, you know, lose some weight, you know, prolong my life and really just like be able to, you know, go up some stairs without being tired, or be able to get in and out of my car a little bit easier, or just fit some clothes I used to be able to fit like just a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And not because I grew taller, just because I stopped working out and because it was winter and I gained some weight. So conveniently, I got a gym membership right before winter. So, and I've already gone pretty much like 5 out of the last 7 days or something like that. You know, I'm gonna try to go today. I don't think I'm gonna go when it says I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go later, like maybe right before they close. But yeah, I'm still gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cool. That's something that's changed recently in my life that's coming up. And yeah, you should get in shape too. There's nothing wrong with being in shape. No one's ever been like, you're too in shape. I'm just joking. Look at bodybuilders, okay? They are too in shape. You need at least 1% body fat. You're doing too much if you're below that. But I say all that to say, yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to say that. Okay, I'm just rambling now. So thanks for listening. Thanks for coming along for the journey. I have so much content to post, so much content to edit. Oh my god. Okay, literally, this light it just doesn't want to stay up here. I'm gonna get the stand for this little light. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll actually be better, you know. And then I don't have to like low key ghetto-ly like chuck it on the top of my computer, and it'll just be good. So like I said, I'm gonna stop touching my desk. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. You know, you could have spent your time with anyone else today. Even if like one person listens to this, like I think that's pretty cool. And I hope you can take something away from that. So thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, share, report. Give me a 1 star if you thought this was such, or 5 stars. Okay. I think currently I had 4 or 5 stars on Spotify, and I think I'm doing pretty well on Apple Podcasts as well. I don't know why people do the like these are my downloads things, like people download podcasts. I don't know. I still have a lot to learn, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to podcasting and such. That's why I'm trying to change new things, and I do want to actually try and, you know, level up the setup some more, you know, and really just change my life and those around me for the better. So get to work. We lit, get the bread, stay positive, not the choice is yours, and we gone. Okay? Woo! Bonk.